Hey there, campers. Michael Stamat here, and I wanted to do a video this time that focuses on some skills for Cub Scouts. Well, one of my favorite things that I've ever learned in all of scouting is the uses of the noble handkerchief. So let's cover, say, 10 fun different things that you can do for handkerchief. Now, there are a lot of these, so stay tuned. If you want, go ahead and pause so that you can go and grab a handkerchief or 5 and follow along with me, because some of these activities I'll show you how to do. Go ahead and pause. I'll still be here when you get back. Presumably, you just paused and got a handkerchief. If not, that's okay. You can still follow along. So first, I have this cool looking camo one. So what you can do is fold it over like a triangle, and then you can start rolling it up. Nice. And we can work on a square knot or a reef knot. That's pretty easy. So you'll go right over left and under, and then left over right and under. And once you've got that, what can we do with this? What could we possibly do with this? Check this out. Maybe, unlike this guy, some of you may get sunburn on the back of your neck. So here's the thing you can do. You put it on over your face. Maybe you don't, because I tied it too tight, but that's okay. You put it on, and you set it down there. We'll get to it. Wait a minute. What if there's a couple of different ideas? I might have practiced already. I got a blue one. Ooh, look at this. That's kind of neat. Say, what is this guy doing? This is crazy. A light blue one. Ooh, okay. All right. So now we've got 3 of these. 3 of these. That's crazy. Okay, so we mentioned the sunburn one. What if we spin one of these around? And, now it's keeping my neck nice and safe from the UV rays of the sun. But, maybe I want to put my hair back. Oh, so you could put your hair back like this. And doesn't that just look preposterous? But it's kind of nice, because now your hair's all back and you don't go all fluffy all over the place if, you got fluffy hair. And maybe, as is popular these days, you might find yourself in need of a face mask. So there, you can do a face mask. And look at that. That's wonderful. Didn't I have some sunglasses? I did. Wait a minute. Check this out. That way, you can keep your hair back. You can still use your sunglasses like everybody else does. So that's kind of cool. Wait a minute. These sunglasses are all scuffed. Let's use Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear says, only you can prevent forest fires, but you can also help and use a handkerchief to get less smudgy glasses. That's kind of cool. Here's one that will impress your parents, if your parents are coffee drinkers. Let's say you ran out of coffee filters. See where I'm going with this? You can actually take a handkerchief. This is just a simple cotton handkerchief, needs to be cotton, and you can use it as a coffee filter. You put the coffee in the little basket and set it in the next morning. You run it, and there you go, coffee filter in a pinch. Who knew? I had no idea. Now, let's do a follow-along activity. You want to? That sounds kind of cool. So what we'll do, we'll let the Smokey the Bear handkerchief go over there. So what I've got is one of my blue handkerchiefs. How would you like to stick with a classic handkerchief use for maybe a napkin? But let's add a little class to it. So what we're going to do is take our handkerchief and we're going to fold it in half. Okay, go ahead and match your corners. If you need to, remember, you can pause anytime. So I've got my handkerchief and it's folded, and I'm going to take and let this flop down a little bit. Oh, now we're getting crazy. Then you're going to set it forward on the table. It's getting complicated now. You're going to take this and you're going to fold a little past halfway. How far? It doesn't matter. You can't screw this up. And then you fold the other side. Boop. Just like that. So now we have this. Look at that. Watch what I can do. I set this down and take a fork, put it there. Take, I don't know, you can put a spoon in there if you want to. A butter knife. And then, if you really want to get fancy, maybe some chopsticks. And then look at that. We have a decorative little table setting for when you and your family sit down for meals. That's pretty neat. And once you like, although you're going to eat less rude than that. Use your manners, and when you're done eating, then you have the napkin. So it works out really well. What else can we do? Let's say that wearing this headband is getting a little kind of a little overheated. Let's use, ooh, my fun and festive chili pepper handkerchief from New Mexico. And then let's say, you know, those vegetables that your parents keep in the freezer and you never do anything with because, you know, some people don't like vegetables. I like most of them. Take the cold vegetables, set it in, and then make yourself like a cold compress. That feels nice. Now, don't forget there's also the other classics. You know, let's say that you're out in public. You don't want to I beg your pardon. That's good. So that's like 250 uses. I just showed you right there. Like that's tons and tons and tons. But in case you really run out and you need a quick escape, but you want to take your stuff with you, there's always using a handkerchief as a bundle. That's all my leftover Easter candy. Enjoy it. Y'all have a nice evening.